Right, I'm measuring the angles and I'm figuring out kind of the scale and the size that I want it to be on this piece of paper, and then I figure out where my pin needs to go, and I'm putting up my horizon line for my eye level. And then I will put a string on the other corner as well. So I'm figuring out that angle. I have this string, and starting with that line, I can get that side of that bottom rectilinear form in, and then take and find that angle and see where it crosses the horizon line and stick a pin in there. Just double check. It's going to go right there, and put a string on it, and then I can do this side. And I'm finishing that entire bottom form, and I need to make it transparent so I can figure out where everything else is going to line up. I'm just adding a little bit of line weight. We can kind of straighten things up if it needs to. Because you are going to have to ensure accuracy in order for this to all work. Adding a little line weight here helps to make this front edge stand out a little bit and even less confusing to me. So now I am finding the center using the Xing method of that front plane of this 2-point box, and then I'm able to put this other rectilinear form in the middle of it because I found that center. That's the corner of this other plane. Now I'm drawing that other back edge of that rectilinear form. So that kind of stands up right through the middle of that. And I can draw that corner to the vanishing point. Now everything is going to the vanishing points on this side. Everything's lined up. So I'm going to finish this first third of this box on the bottom. And then from there, I'm going to do cube multiplication. So I have to finish this first third. So now I'm finding the exact center of this rectilinear form. And then I will draw a line right through the middle of it to the vanishing point. So right through that center. And that is going to be the line that from a corner I have an intersection point. I'm just drawing in where that bottom edge is. I go from this corner through that point. It tells me where to draw the other third up. Make sure that it's straight when you do this, parallel with the sides of the paper. And then I will do the same thing with the other third to find where it ends. So I take my ruler and just kind of go through there. That intersection point tells me exactly where to end it. Now I need to kind of finish the bottoms. I'm trying to kind of figure out where that bottom edge is in order to draw in this side. Kind of comes through. I'm just finishing that bottom edge. So remember that everything goes to these vanishing points because it's lining up. And putting in like kind of visually where that doorway would be. And then adding a little bit of line weight to make these stand out. Just making sure everything is straight. Now to find that middle for the point of the roof, I'm going to have to find the center of this front edge of the plane. But first I'm going to draw in the window here. And I'm just kind of visually putting where it should go. That little bottom edge is going to go over to the vanishing point. Now I'm finding that center of this front edge of this plane, and I will have to do the same thing for that back edge. But first I'm drawing a line straight up through the center, making sure that it's straight, and to where I want my point to be for this rooftop. And then I can connect that wedge and bring that edge to the vanishing point. And I have to figure out that exact back edge and how it, where the halfway point is on that. So I have to make sure that that's transparent so I can find that back edge. And then I will do an X through that back edge as well. I'm just doing a little one here, because all these lines can get kind of confusing. And then I'm just drawing that up. And where that hits that little line that I drew to the vanishing point, that's where I will connect for that back part of this wedge going up to the roof point. Now a little line weight and I'm finished.